Good morning, everybody. This is Irene from BrainStorm Acres, and today my goal is to fill the rest of this bed with tomatoes. I've been coming out every day and planting another section, and in the last 2 days I got all the peppers planted in there, all the peppers planted in here, so that's done for peppers. Also got some basil planted in here and got these holes dug. The bugs got so bad yesterday afternoon I decided that I would postpone the rest of this process until this morning. So my goal is to finish this and maybe even get on to the next bed. So usually we don't grow a ton of peppers. We just grow a couple of prolific pepper plants every year, and this year we were gifted with a bunch of seeds for different types of peppers. So I have my usual, which is an Eastern European frying pepper called antohi, but we were gifted with all sorts of other ones, and we decided, what the heck, we're going to give it a try. It's been a while since I did a planting trial of peppers, and this seemed like as good a year as any to give it a try. When magic seeds appear on your door, you just have to kind of go with it sometimes. So we've got bells, we've got paprika peppers, we've got the ancho poblanos, we've got just all kinds of different stuff. And you'll notice I have little signs on all of them, but I also have a map because I know better those signs are going to break over time. So that's something really important to think about when you're doing this kind of thing, is we keep good maps of where we actually planted. And some people think that's a little OCD, but if I have two peppers that are planted next to one another, and one of them does really well, and the other one really doesn't do well, and there's no difference in their environment other than it's the southwestern United States and it can be rough, I have to consider whether the one that didn't do well is not doing well because, well, it's just not suited to our climate. So this will be a very interesting experiment this year to see what really works here and what doesn't. I'm going to put a little mix in the bottle that I have, and the mix is simply potting soil with bone meal and blood meal, just mixed together. So all I do is I take this handful, throw it at the bottom, grab a plant, and put it in. Now some of these plants I will probably need to dig the holes deeper on because they need to be buried deeper. Others, they're just fine the way they are. I always prune off any dead, damaged leaves when I'm in the process. I will also, if the plant is developing suckers, I will take those off, just so I don't have to do anything for a while, basically. This plant already has a sucker on it, we'll take that off. This one I'm going to try and plant just a smidge deeper. This is the main stem. This is a regular branch. This little thing in here is a sucker. And if I take it off early, all I have to do is pinch it out of there. If I don't, it's going to produce an entire new side branch, which is going to take a lot of energy from the plant. The plant will produce fruit and everything on there. Now, I do sometimes leave the suckers, especially if the plant has been damaged and it really needs more sections to it. But if it hasn't been, you're better off taking all the suckers off so the plant can focus all its energy on the main stem and the fruit. See, up here we already have some itty-bitty fruits, well, flowers that want to form. And we want all the energy to go to that part of the plant. You are planting tomatoes. if your plant is taller and skinnier than you want it to be, or doesn't have any lower branches or something like that, you can very easily sink these things deeper into the dirt, and it will grow new roots along that entire stem and just make a sturdier root system, that's all. I'm going to take off the bottom branch, and I think that one too. It's not that great a looking branch. I'm going to make sure the suckers have been taken off of there. Now, if you're wondering how I get these things to come out so easily, I watered them yesterday so that this soil is moist but not soggy. And what that gives me is it gives me something that'll hold together. Hold up the branches like that so they don't break anything. Now I can just push that whole thing in around it. Everybody develops their own techniques. This is how I like to do it. Whatever works for you and doesn't damage the plants. I think I'm going to actually dig this other one deeper. I dug these big holes with a shovel, and then I figure I can always fine-tune them when I'm ready to actually plant. I had all of these tomatoes staged in the house, all ready to come out. As I said, I dug the holes yesterday. The less time I spend doing this, especially when the weather's a little iffy, the better off I am. This particular variety, Defiant, is determinate. That means it won't grow forever. It'll just get to be so big and then it'll stop. This one I definitely want to plant deep because it's got all kinds of suckers going on. It's got all kinds of a little spindly here. Got a couple of broken lower branches. We'll fix all that. Take the other suckers off. Man, I am impressed. I have tried to grow Defiant before, and it gets wonderful reviews in terms of production and earliness and hardiness and all that kind of stuff. I just had absolutely lousy luck with it. So I was really determined to try it this year, and it has produced really nice, sturdy seedlings. So we'll see. You know, it ain't over till it's over. But we'll see how it does. So far, I've been pretty pleased with it. Next is Kellogg's. Remember now, I mentioned all I'm sticking in the bottom here is it's a little bit of potting soil that's got bone meal and blood meal mixed in, just a little bit. Okay. We're set. All I've got left to do this morning is water these peppers over here a little bit, and we're golden. Well, I hope this gives you some inspiration. I'm just glad to get my tomatoes in. Have a great day. Keep on planting stuff, and we'll See you next time. Bye.